The World Cup is a scam. For people who are awake, and if you're awake, I'm sure you know what I mean by awake. This video will find the people it needs to find. For people who are awake, I'm sure when you see people talk about the World Cup, you probably just roll your eyes, or I don't know, uh, you probably just think to yourself, oh, these people are just lost in the sauce. Relatable. I can relate. If you know what's going on in this world, you know that all these things are distractions. I was going to make a video talking about how it's not your job to wake people up, right? So if you're someone who's aware of how things work, if you're awake, if you're conscious, it's not your job to wake other people up, because when you say these things to someone who can't see what you see, and to someone who doesn't understand what you understand, they just don't get it. Like, you guys are not on the same plane of existence. They just will not be able to grasp what you're saying. So it's not your job to sit here and preach and explain why certain things are distractions or why certain things are a scam. That's not why I'm here. My purpose is not to explain any of these things. I'm here for the people who are also awake, who feel ostracized, who feel annoyed by dealing with people who make them feel like they're crazy for thinking and feeling these things. I'm just here to let you know that I exist and you're not alone. And there are people out here who get it and they get you. That's why I'm here. Right? I'm not making this video to explain why these things are a scam. That's a waste of time. We both know that that's a waste of time. Obviously. Um yeah. If you're aware that all these systems were told to buy into, these systems were told to idolize, these systems that we're told will make us happy, if you know that they're all scams, welcome. If you know that elections are a scam, the president is a scam, Love Island is a scam, celebrities are a scam, welcome. We're here. You know, alcohol is a scam, World Cup. It's just, I think certain events just, like, they're just too much. That's the best way to put it. Because they shine a light on how ridiculous these distractions are. When you look at something like the World Cup and you see these celebrities taking part and humiliating themselves in front of everyone, obviously, um, because that's the game. You have to humiliate yourself to play in the system. If you don't really get anywhere. You have to ridicule yourself. So you see these celebrities humiliating themselves. Um, you see the masses just following along, so happy, so smiley, so entertained. Oh my God! Wow, World Cup. Just being distracted from like what actually matters in this life. You have to laugh. It's hilarious. They're just mindlessly following this stuff. It's hilarious. So when you see the degeneracy of, when you see something like the US, which is just a huge scam, obviously. Like the idea of the US is just, when you think about the idea of America, without even thinking about the fact that America is a real thing that exists. It's a ridiculous idea, obviously. And then you have yet the US as a system there, the people who work for the US. And you have these government officials and you have celebrities and people entertaining, let's entertain the world. You have these athletes, let's entertain the world. And they have the masses following along. And it's just this display of like, there's so many degrees of distractions that it just becomes ridiculous. It's like distraction pro max. That's the best way to describe it, really. And yeah, I don't know. As much as these things just make you shake your head, I'm sure you're like, it's like you probably find humor in these things, because you're like, oh my god, like people genuinely just eat this stuff up, and they still like haven't woken up. It still hasn't clocked for them. Like it hasn't. They're still blindlessly participating in this. Like it's still like they haven't gotten the message yet. And you just stare at these people and you wonder, maybe they're aware of what this is, but they just feel like they don't have a choice, so they have to just go along with it. Or maybe they're just not aware. I promise you, a lot of these people are just like they have no idea what's going on. They have no clue. If they had a clue, they would be acting very differently. A lot of people don't. They're lost. They're lost. Like they have no idea what's happening. So, yeah, this video, the purpose of this video is not me sitting here trying to explain what it means to be lost or what it means to be awake or what a distraction is. No, 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 no. If you get it, you get it. There's no need to explain that. I'm just here to serve as an example of someone who isn't lost in the sauce. I'm just here speaking to the people who are also awake, right? I'm speaking to you guys directly. I'm with you. I see you. I feel what you feel when you go and interact with people and you go outside, and like dealing with people is so exhausting. I get it. I don't deal with people anymore. I know how you feel when you're in these interactions and you don't even have words because you're just like, what am I doing? What am I participating in? I know how you feel. I feel this every day. That's why I stay inside. I feel this every day. So I know what you feel. You're not alone. We're out here. We're out here. And I think, the more people who are like awake and conscious, like the more whether it's through social media, we come and talk about the fact that we know what's going on, or whether it's through like whatever groups we find ourselves in. And I know like people are exhausting. We don't even want to be around groups because people just annoy us so much. But yeah, whenever we get the chance, I think it's a good thing to just let people who might be aware know that you're like, you see what they see, just so they know they're not alone, because it's draining. Experiencing life in this way is draining because of dealing with the masses who are lost in the sauce. But the isolation that comes from that can be painful. So if you're at a stage where like maybe you just like recently woke up and you're trying to adjust to the fact that you're just never going to see life the same way your friends, your family, people in your community see life, maybe you're adjusting to that. It's really hard for you. I just want to let you know that you reach a point where you finally find peace in it, and you just fully accept it, and you won't even be bothered by the fact that people don't get it. You just sit there and hope that more people wake up. That's all. Maybe you're one of those people, maybe like you tried to express these things to people, hoping that they would get it, hoping that they would wake up too. And then you realize, they're looking at me like I've lost it. You realize that they just don't get it. And there's no need to try to explain when they'll never grasp what you're trying to explain. It's okay. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. You're fine. If you guys want to talk to me about any of these things, because I know it's isolating, right? So if you have these experiences and you want to talk to me, right now, it's like, I made a joke about a drug that starts with the F word on Instagram, and now they're not letting me send messages. I'm on a ban for 3 days. It's ridiculous, right? So I don't know. You guys can email me. If we build like a rapport or a connection, I will be happy to just talk to you guys on WhatsApp or something. We can message each other. But yeah, my email is in my bio. You can email me. You can also DM me on Instagram. when I'm able to respond, I will. I'll leave my Instagram in the bio. Yeah, I just, for anyone who might be going through this, who feels isolated, I just want to be someone that you feel comfortable talking to because you're like, oh, like this is someone that gets it, you know? So, yeah, to the people who are still asleep, I'm hoping that one day you wake up, and if you don't, it is what it is. It really is what it is. And for the people who are awake, I see you, I'm with you, and you'll be okay. Bye bye. Love.